So hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to talk about the topic operations strategy. So we will talk about your introduction, strategy as competitive weapon, factors of operations strategy, linkage between corporate business and operations strategy, and the components of operations strategy, which consists of product and services, location, layout, process, human resource. Next we have manufacturing strategy, where we will talk about competitive priorities and decision category. Then we will talk about the service strategy, which consists corporate objectives, environment, service concept, performance objective, and operations. Operations strategy. So it is narrower in scope. In narrower scope, primarily it deals with the operations of organization. It relates to product, process, method, resource, quality, and cost. The formulation of a strategy is taken into account concern to operations strengths and weakness, and capitalizing strength and dealing with the weaknesses. The strategy must be consistent with overall strategy of the organization. It requires senior manager to work with functional units in order to formulate a strategy for the support and overall strategy of the organization. The traditional rule was to design production based on marketing information provided by marketing department to converted designs. The firms are forced to compete in the global market and technology, so it forces management to look for competitive gain. The operations strategy is derived from the business strategy, which is broader than production strategy. It influences competitive advantages. Now we have operations strategy and competitiveness of an organization, which is the approach. For the industry sector, we have marketing and competition. In order to be approachable, there is size, competition, and design and structure. In organizational strategy, it consists of market share, profit and return, and global return, where the approach is potential or target market to gain profit and loss, level of competition globally, types and size of organization. For competitive strategy, there is quality, quantity, leadership, and flexibility, where the approach is used is low price, high quality, fast delivery, innovative product and services. For the operational strategy, there is product strategy, process strategy, location strategy, human strategy. For the approach, we have product design, standard quality and cost, area, transportation, resources, skilled, semi-skilled, and unskilled manpower. For the operations tactics, there is inventory, quality, efficient, scheduling. Meanwhile, for the approach is the bin card system, APC system, LIFO, FIFO, timing, work schedule, right person at right job, measure of quality, fulfillment of customer demand, and overall result we gain is the product and services, comparison between the standard and actual product, and providing satisfaction to the consumer. Now we have operations strategy as competitive weapon. So operations strategy refers to the long-term plan and policy set with the best utilization of resources of the firm to support the long-term competitive strategy. It helps to develop and increase the competitiveness of the organization. The competitiveness means enhancing the ability which is required to fight competitors. There are two types of strategy. First is competitive strategy, where it concerns with cost, quality, speed, flexibility, and dependability. Meanwhile, operational strategy is concerned with product, capacity, location, layout, and human resources strategy. So competitive dimensions are quality and price. The competitiveness is influenced by marketing, identifying customer wants and needs, pricing, advertisement, promotion. Operations management is concerned with setting the broad policies, the plans for the resource of the firm to support long-term competitive strategy. Factors of operations strategy. So these are the factors which affects operations strategy. First, we have cost and price. It affects the pricing decision and profit. Productivity is important determinant of the cost. The higher productivity than the competitor leads to competitive cost advantage. Company strategy dictates how to serve customers. The company incurring low cost have effective production system for serving customers. Cost minimization is the primary goal over here. Next we have quality. It refers to material design and services. The consumer judges the quality of the product on the basis of how the product or service satisfy the need of an individual. The customer are willing to pay high if they perceive greater quality than of competitors. Consumers buy product based on quality as quality provides competitive advantage. Now we have flexibility, ability to respond to the changes. It relates to alteration in the design and features of product as mix of product or services by the organization. There are three issues over here. So company capable of producing many product means that it should have different types of equipment and skills. Company capable of producing different volumes of product, it means per unit cost is lower as fixed cost would spread over a large number of product. Next we have company able to meet different delivery time of customer. So over here company has contract with different carriers. A quick delivery is needed, then air freight should be used. We have speed and time, so reduction in time and gap between the customer as a customer places an order and when he receives it. It is a risky strategy. If a company is unable to serve large number of customers, then company loses profit that it has earned. Another way to speed of production and delivery process is reducing the lead time. Companies should install equipment that processes faster and faster means of transportation to deliver the products. Now we have the factors and operational strategy. So pricing factors is affected or the strategy can be used is the low cost. For quality we have high performance and consistent quality. For time we have rapid delivery or on time delivery. For flexibility we have variety and volume. For service we have superior customer. For location it is concerned with convenience. Now linkage between corporate business and operational strategy. So strategy provides direction and strategy decision. It defines the position of the company relative to environment, which enables company to move closer towards long-term goal. So strategy hierarchy. We have corporate strategy, business unit strategy, and operations strategy. So corporate strategy, it defines business in which company will participate and plans for the plans for allocation of resources among them. Business unit strategy, the families of the product with similar characteristics or methods of production. Operations strategy, it is concerned with the decision, action, role, activities of operations that contribute to support the business strategy. So corporate strategy, it considers environmental factors such as demand and availability of material, labor and capital. It considers length, strength and weaknesses of competitors. It answers to the questions like what business will a company be in, what business will company acquire and divest, what part of the world will company operate in, how company allocates resources. Next we have business unit strategy. So over here they are independent of others and pursue their own strategy. The business unit of company that make different product or services. Over here the different market do not encounter same product or opportunity and competitive challenge. Rather company diverse in automobile, telecommunication, development, hospitality, etc. It answers to the questions like what will be the mission and objectives of the business, how each business competes in the market, how business deals with its environment. Now we have operations strategy where comparison It comprises decision, action, role, activities of operations that contributes to support the business strategy. So if corporate has to serve mass customers with standard products at low prices, operations function would install line flow to produce the product in large volume at low cost. We have components of operations strategy. So it consists with the promotion of company's overall goal, the operations strengths as a competitive weapon. Strategies are made on what can be done well. That strategy is aligned with operational strength. The strategy should be offered with variety and customization. Unsuccessful companies have strategies that do not leverage operational strength. So major components are product strategy, location, layout, process, and human resources strategy. So product and services strategy. So it is driven by the kind of product it offers. It should reflect the joint efforts of many areas of the firm to match the financial resources, operational capability, supply chain capability, and consumer wants and needs. So products are classified as make to order product. So over here the product are designed, produced and delivered to the customer in response to customer order. They are unique and cost is not the general issue. It is concerned with understanding and meeting the customer needs and wants. The on-time delivery, quality, design and manufacturing determines the success of the product. So make to stock product. So it is designed and produced for the average customer demand. The customer selects from the available product for the purchase. The issues are forecasting demand, reducing the cost and maintaining the inventory. There is the high volume standardization and low manufacturing cost, availability of product, which determines its success. Next we have assemble to order. So assembled from the standard components and modules according to the customer specification. It is concerned with minimizing the inventory level of standard components and delivery of the product to the consumer in the shortest time. Next we have location strategy. It is an important term of the cost and convenience of customers. The location near the market results lower transportation cost, quicker delivery. It is important in retail sector. The cost of producing a product may be lower due to the following reasons. As good quality raw materials are available at low price, competent suppliers, abundant supply, taxes are low, other government incentive support. Now we have layout strategy. Though this facility layout and design important components for the business for maximizing the effectiveness of the production process and meeting the needs of employees. The layout ensures a smooth flow of work, material, information throughout the system. The facility is the space in which the business activities takes place. The key to good facility layout is integration of the result of people, material, machinery, etc. Next we have process strategy. It refers to the pattern of decisions made in managing process with the aim of achieving competitive priorities. It can be utilized to guide variety of process decisions. Operations strategy, which has ability to obtain the resources necessary to support them. There are the three main principles are important over here, which is making the choice that fits the situation that matches the process characteristics, creating firms whole supply chain, or pay close attention to the interference between the supply chain. Now we have human resource strategy. So policy should be consistent with the choice of technology, process and quality strategy. So products embedded with the technology must be the policy of hiring, nurturing the best scientists and technologists. It allows them to have greater control over the jobs and allow them to pursue their own interest as well. It expects its employees on how quality can be improved and cost reduced by training or empowering. Next, we have manufacturing strategy. It is the ability to produce useful output to manufacturing companies, the continuously to make a decision regarding deployment of the resources. It determines how the company is operated. Manufacturing strategy refers to exploit certain properties of manufacturing functions to achieve competitive advantage. It consists of the patterns of decision making in manufacturing functions. It is linked to business strategy. Manufacturing tools is used for the effective use of manufacturing strategy as a competitive weapon for achieving business and corporate goal. It determines capability of manufacturing system and specify how it will operate to meet to meet the set of manufacturing objectives which are consistent with business objectives. There are two components. There are two key property of manufacturing strategy content, which is competitive priority and decision category. So competitive priorities, it defines the set of manufacturing objectives and represent linked to the market requirement. The common dimensions are cost, quality, flexibility, and delivery. The importance of competitive priority are order winner and qualifiers. Qualifying criteria are those that company must meet for the product to be considered in marketplace. Order winner and qualifier provides categorization and prioritization of competitive advantage. It leads to set of priorities where dimensions are ranked according to the importance of competitive position of a company. The structural category concerned with the process, facility, capacity, and vertical integration. The infrastructural category is concerned with manufacturing planning, control, performance measurement, organization, and quality. Next, we have a decision category where it provides summary of the numbers of decision category framework in literature that finds division of category into structural and infrastructural category. It is related to the issues that are grouped in categories that denote the decision category. The competitive priority over here is quality, delivery, cost, and flexibility. The operationalization of manufacturing strategy comes from the pattern of the decision. It influences the management on the development and performance of the system. It determines which resources to use, what routine to use, what practice to employ. It is the set of practice, resources, routine that determines the operating characteristics. Next, we have service strategy. So strategy is seen in the market as organization plan to achieve the advantage over the competitors. Other operates in non-competitive situations and wish to ensure they are able to adapt their own changing environment. It is defined as a set of plans and policy by which service organization aims to meet its objectives. There are 5 critical elements of the strategy: corporate objectives, environment, service concept, performance objective, and operations. So corporate objectives, it is based on service strategy drivers, that is internal and external pressure or opportunity for the change. It provides target and the goals for those objectives. Some key questions are corporate objectives are asked as: what are the objectives? Are they achievable? What are methods for the review? What investment is required? Next, we have environment. So to ensure the target is achieved, there is need of clear understanding of market and the environment in which organization operates or to plans to operate. It includes understanding the size and nature of the competition. Organization operates in the environment that needs to be understood to access not only opportunity but response of organization to change. The key questions are: what are the characteristics of the market or the market segment? What are the needs and expectations of customer? What are SWOT? Next, we have service concept. So it defines the proposed nature of the business. It helps the organization to focus on the value that it can provide to the customer. It is a clear statement about the nature of service. Where there is service experience, it concerns with customer direct experience, that is they the way customer deal with the service provider. Next is service outcome. It is the result for the customer of the service. Next is service operation, the way in which the service is delivered. The next is value of service. Over here, the benefit that the customer perceive. The service concept identifies the degree of focus. The key questions are: what are service concept? Is it appropriate for the market? Can it be delivered by operations? Next, we have performance objectives. The operations needs guidance on how it should manage its resources and activities. It ensures that it provides corporate objectives and needs of the target market to establish itself different from the competitors. It provides means by which strategy is translated into operations language, setting out priorities for the operations. The key questions include: what are the priorities for the change? What are the targets? Are they achievable? What investment is required? Now we have operations, maybe a complex activity requiring a large number of interrelated decisions connecting processes, employees and customers and infrastructure. Operations may have to be developed and changed to implement a strategy. It provides gradual change according to the current potential capabilities. The key questions include: what changes would be bought? What resources are required? Can performance objective be achieved? Thank Make sure you comment, like, subscribe. You guys are amazing. Keep reading.